Welcome back to Metal Planet, a great place to discover new heavy metal and hard rock albums. I am Max Gray. Here are the new releases that are going to come out on March 14th, 2025. The first album in this list is Supplicium by Ade, an Italian death and folk metal formation with a really cool concept. Its music, lyrics and visuals are inspired by the history of ancient Rome. The band's new album will have lyrics sung in English and Latin, and the songs will evoke the victorious marches and the bloody arenas of the Roman Empire. The record will showcase the brutality of death metal with precise, intense riffage. It will also contain instrumental passages played with traditional or folk instruments reminiscent of the music from the Antiquity period. The Norwegian black metal band Helvitnir will release in a few days its debut album Wolves of the Underworld. The formation's lineup includes former members of Ragnarok and the influential drummer Hellhammer of Mayhem. Helvitnir's music is intended to be a continuation of the Norwegian black metal legacy while forging its own distinct identity. Wolves of the Underworld will be a display of raw intensity and represent a journey through icy wastelands and infernal depths. This album is worth checking out if you like bands like Dark Funeral and Marduk. Two progressive rock concept albums will be released on March 14th. The Father of Make Believe by Coheed and Cambria will be a continuation of the narrative of the Armory Wars, a fictional story set in a fictional universe created by the band's frontman Claudio Sanchez. The Overview by Steven Wilson is inspired by the Overview effect, a cognitive shift that many astronauts experience when they view Earth from space, and the album marks the return of Wilson to a progressive rock sound after releasing a number of albums in the electronic music vein. Titans will be the new album by Manntra, an ensemble from Croatia with an eclectic sound. The music of Manntra is eclectic because it blends together elements of Croatian folk music, heavy metal, industrial and electronic music. While listening to the tracks On Holy Water and Skull that were released by the band to promote this album, you can hear all those elements: folk singing, Rammstein-esque guitars, and simple but effective drum beats. If those tracks are an indication of the rest of the album, it appears that Titans will be a quality release. The OddEven is a really interesting alternative metal and post-grunge band with an extraterrestrial theme. According to the fictional story surrounding the OddEven, the founding members of this band are extraterrestrials whose spacecraft crashed in the Nevada desert. After they were transported to Area 51, they escaped, adopted a human form, and started to play rock music. On March 14th, we will have the opportunity to listen to their new album, Outer Space Outtakes. The songs on this album will have a nostalgic sound that evoke the rock music of the 2000s. This week on the classic heavy metal and hard rock front, we are going to get 4 albums. Cult of the Serpent Sun will be the new opus by Nite, a band with a dark sound and lyrics about horror themes and the occult. Resurrection will be the new album by Black and Damned, a formation from Germany with a sound that is a blend of classic heavy metal and power metal. Eat Lightning by Sanhedrin will contain fast-paced songs that you could enjoy if you like the music of Judas Priest. The 4th album, Blood Ties, is by Warwick, the singer of the reformed incarnation of Thin Lizzy. The songs in Blood Ties will have a similar, accessible and melodic sound that you can find in Thin Lizzy's music. Warbringer, which was a part of the thrash metal revival scene of the late 2000s and early 2010s, will release next Friday its 7th album, Wrath in Ruin. The creation of this record with a chaotic sound was inspired by the hopeless feeling the frontman John Kevill have regarding the future, with the degradation of the environment, the immense wealth gap between the rich and the poor, and the development of new weapons. This is exemplified in the first single from this album, Better World, a strong track that you could definitely enjoy if you like thrash metal. Another interesting release that will come out next Friday is Skovens Rige, the second studio album by Trold. This is a band from Denmark that was formed in 2019 that has lyrics sung in Danish. All the stories in the songs in the formation's new opus are centered around the theme of the forest and will take the listener on adventures of many kinds. The focus of the album will be the melodies and the energy, in addition to the folk musical elements. If you like the music of bands like Fintroll and Korpiklani, Trold is a band that you could like. 2 live albums are going to come out on March 14th. The first is Bleed the World Live by the Bay Area thrash metal band Heathen. This record was recorded in 2023 and will contain live versions of songs from all of the band's full-length albums. The second album is a reissue of Live at the Greek, a title originally released 25 years ago featuring a collaborative live performance from the legendary guitarist Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin and the Black Crowes. Live at the Greek features Led Zeppelin and Black Crowes songs alongside blues and rock standards. Old school death metal is a metal subgenre that I really enjoy. If you like old school death metal like me, this next release, Beyond the Abyss, might interest you. It will be the 7th full-length record by Wombbath, a Swedish band that was formed in the 90s. This album will contain double bass drumming and a mix of slow and faster guitar riffs. Håkan Stuvmark, one of Wombbath's guitarists, is inspired by bands like Carcass, Entombed, and Dismember, so expect to hear those influences among others in this album. This list wouldn't be complete without some sludge metal and stoner rock. Next Friday, Wake will drop The Return of Magic, its first studio album in more than 13 years. It will have a haunting vibe and demonic sounding vocals. On the same day, we will have the opportunity to listen to Return from the Point of No Return by Night Stalker. The music of this band sounds like a cross between Ozzy Osbourne vocals and clutch instrumentals. Relapse Records will also release a Red Fang compilation titled Deep Cuts. This one is intended to be a celebration of the 20th anniversary of the band, and the songs in it will be non-album tracks, B-sides and rarities. So that was it for this week. If you like to stay up to date on the new releases, or if you like to discover new heavy metal and hard rock albums, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more heavy music related content. If there is a title from this week that interests you, write your thoughts on this album in the comments down below. This week there are many albums that I want to listen to. I like both metal and history, so the new AD album is a no-brainer for me. I will probably also listen to Outer Space Outtakes and Live at the Greek. I find the extraterrestrial concept of the OddEven interesting, and I am a Led Zeppelin fan, so everything Jimmy Page interests me. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!